So, brother, like I told you before the actual program, that one of our viewers suggested that it would be nice to take an online examination. And we have one of our followers who are looking forward to go to university, and others are there already. So I already talked to somebody who is doing exams from Makerere, and you were in a different university. So our viewers, this is our second guest. He's a student. We're lucky we have a lawyer in the house. He's doing law from KIU. So our viewers, you are there looking forward to know how this online examination is done. And our brother, we are here. Our viewers are right there. They want to hear, how do you prepare for this online examination and how is it done? And tell us, are you doing an online exam today or something?
Well, thank you, sir. I'm doing an online exam right now. It's called a continuous assessment test. So it carries like 30 marks for my final exam, and basically I have to submit this work to my professors to be assessed, so I can earn my marks and be promoted to my next semester, which will be my final semester of law school.
Yes.
So before I even start thinking about doing an online exam, I have to have data, and I have to have the right equipment. Like usually I use my iPhone, that basically, because my professors are always on WhatsApp, so I send my emails through my phone, and I'll check my emails. When I see the email, I head to my laptop and download the question. Like you can see right here, I already have the question downloaded on my computer right here. So you need to have data, and you need to make sure that you have a good power connection, and you have a really good battery to help you sustain through the entire hours that you're going to be writing and typing. So what I have is, I already downloaded the question that I'm supposed to do. You need to have a good power source, and you need to have a very good, comfortable environment. Like this place is not like,
I see this place is really nice for you up here.
Yeah, it's not like, there's not too much noise, so I can do my work in peace and submit my work and have, because I can't do this from home. There's a lot of interruptions. You need to make sure that you choose a good location where you are gonna sit and write your exam.
So how about our viewers who have their homes and they want to, can't they stay home and do the exam from there?
Well, I think it's possible. The only thing you have to do is you have to tell your siblings or your brothers, you tell them to go somewhere, or you can just go ahead in your room and lock yourself in your room, or you can tell your brothers to help you out and give you a few hours so you can write your exam. I know some families, it's hard. People are running around the house and playing. The kids are crying. It's not easy, but you can try to talk to your neighbors so they can allow, or even your brothers, so they can give you the opportunity to write your exam.
Okay, so can you now take us through this? You said you are doing an online test.
Yes.
Tell us about the online test and connect it to the online exam.
Well, this online test is about revenue law and taxation, and so what it's part of my assessment whether I have understood so far what my professors have told me in revenue law and taxation. So what this test will eventually I'll be awarded 30 marks for this test if I perform well, if I've done my research, and I'm supposed to actually type it using my computer right here. And you can see I've been typing this work. Yes, I've been typing this work, and I'm working on it right now. So and what I'll do is, because I already downloaded the question on my laptop, and I'm starting to type it right now. And what I'll do is, when I'm done typing, I'm supposed to use the scholar referencing style in the right time frame. So everything has to be done right. Okay. So, and it's kind of hard right now, because usually when you're at school, you just have to you're given a piece of paper, and all you have to do, you have the exam question paper, you have to write your answers on a piece of paper and then submit it to the professor, in the lecture room. Right now is you have to do a lot, because right now I've gone through a lot of hard time, like trying to research my work, and then after that I have to type the work, and then I also have to go through the trouble of sending this work through the professor's email.
Okay, so you are saying that you are doing an online test.
Yes.
You download it and you type it.
Yes.
And after typing it, you send it through the email to your professor.
To my professor's email.
Okay.
Yes.
So how about the examination that you're about to do? Since have you ever done an online examination already?
I did one in May, and it was a very rigorous exam.
Okay, so take us through that. How did you do the online exam?
After being cleared by finance, what finance does, it sends you your details to ICT, and ICT gives you like the login details that you are supposed to use on your exam portal. So what I'll do is, when I receive my login details, I'll just come to my computer and go to the exam portal website, and I'll type www.kru.kca.ug, which is the exams portal, and then after that I will put in my login details that have been given to me by the ICT department, and I'll download the question paper. Let's say my exam is starting from 9 a.m. and I'll basically download my paper, and I have two options. What I'll do is I can either type the work, or I can write the work on a piece of paper and scan it and forward it using the same portal to my professors, so I can be assessed. So it'll probably last you have a window of 5 hours to do the entire exam. So once you download the paper at 9 a.m. on your computer, you have within the portal, it has a system where you can type your work, and it also has provisions where you can put in your scanned copies of your handwritten work, and then you can submit your exam for assessment.
Okay, thank you very much, brother. So once you're done clearance, then they give you some codes. You come online and put in your details, and you find an examination, and you download the exam. You can decide to do it online, or you print it out and do the exam on papers, and then after that you scan the copies.
That's correct.
And then you send back to the university. But they give you hours, probably 4 to 5 hours, so because they have to leave that allowance, because somebody has to struggle find a photocopy or printer machine and all that stuff. So that's how they do it. So our viewers, that's what we've heard from a brother from KIU doing law, and he's in his 4th year.
Yeah.
So our viewers would like to know about this online examination system. Does it have any advantages and disadvantages?
Well, the biggest challenge would be like a power shutdown, and you have your battery is down, and you can't go to a place. All places don't have power, and every place is just out of power. So it's really a big challenge that I've seen on these online exams. Like, you want to write your exam in 5 hours, but then you don't have electricity to help you power up to type your work or even connect. One of the challenges was trying to download my work after I finished typing the work, and there was one paper that I failed to submit in time. Mm-hmm. So because I was trying to submit my work, and there was a network, I think there was a network problem, and it was really so frustrating, and my time was out because I used up all the 5 hours, and it was coming to 6 hours, and I had not yet submitted my work, and it was so frustrating that but I just submitted anyway. But I don't know what will happen to that paper that I did, but it's a challenge usually when submitting the work, and you have to submit the work in time. That's where the challenge is. So I was trying to submit my work within that time frame, but I had trouble submitting the work. And sometimes learning how to navigate some of the things, but thanks to a friend of mine who helped me out to learn how to attach documents and do this and do that, and probably be able to send this work in time.
What about do you think this online thing helps? Do you think it's good thing?
Well,
People should continue doing that?
well, I think that's the way to go right now because the world is moving so fast. And picture this. And sometimes you have a challenge that you can't be in a position, you can't be at your exam, like room in time, but with the online exam you have the opportunity. You can even be in your room and answer your exams as long as you have enough power in your room. You can just sit down anywhere you are, wherever time finds you. You can just sit down. It's flexible. What I would say, this is more flexible than any other exam because regardless if you are caught up in jam or you're driving or you're in a taxi and then you have to write your exam, you can just get your laptop and start typing your work and then submit it when you're done for assessment. So I think this is it's very flexible compared to our normal way of doing things. Like you go to a room and your professor hands you the question paper and then you write it and then you submit it later after 3 hours or so. So this is more flexible. You can even do other things at the same time, so you can multitask at the same time. So I'd say it's very convenient in terms of flexibility that you are not really caught up in that moment where you have to submit your work and you can't be in your lecture room or your exam room in time. So it's more flexible. You can do it anywhere you are. If let's say you've traveled outside Uganda, you can still write your exam. So that's the beauty about this exam. It's more flexible. You can even do it in the US and still be assessed at the same time, as long as you have your exam login details and you go to exam website and you put in your exam login details and then they'll give you your paper and then you type your paper, or you can even just write it down and scan and then send it to be assessed.
Thank you so much, brother. We do think we've gained a lot from this conversation, and those of you who are already looking forward to this, I think you need to have a good internet connection. That's it. The whole thing running everywhere, from the first client and this one. The internet connection has to be really good, and make sure that your phone is charged. I talked about this in my video about keeping your phones charged and having enough data connection. Because when your phone shuts down or when your data goes off, they won't know that there's somebody out there who didn't follow this. They will just cut you off, or you won't be able to submit in time. So just make sure that you have a backup plan. This online thing is very complicated. It needs a backup plan. Even though the brother's saying it's a good thing, you can do it anywhere. You're moving in a taxi, just go on your laptop or your smartphone and do it. So all right, thank you, all the best. Maybe some other time, you never know, we might come back about this online thing. We don't know. That just depends on our clients, what they need. And this online thing is catching fire everywhere. It's online. So all the best. Thank you.
It's really helpful to people out there who are looking for answers everywhere and trying to find solutions on how to go about the exam. So I would say, this is about right, and it's really a good opportunity to be able to share and be on this platform with my brother and talk about how to do online. I know a lot of people out there are looking for this kind of information, so this is the time. We can't change the pandemic. It's here to stay, and we just have to adapt and find ways on how to go through it and navigate our daily lives. So I thank you for listening, and looking forward to see you next time. Bye for now.
Hello, our YouTube viewers. Thanks for supporting us and viewing our videos. Please continue to share and subscribe and view more of the latest. Thanks.